and welcome to yet another episode of Talent Circle right here at Spy Studios. My name is Glory Gomai Jaffer, your host, and you're absolutely welcome. If you're just tuning in, Talent Circle is that show that brings to the fore the very best of Nigerian and African talents to the rest of the world. So yet again, you're welcome to Talent Circle. And today on the show, we have a wonderful personality in the studio with us today. He is a singer-songwriter. He is a recording and performing artist as well. He is a whole lot of talent rolled into one. And today, he is none other than Ralph Ojo. Ralph, it's good to have you with us right here on the show today.
Thank you very much, Glory.
So how do you feel being here at Spy Studios, on the show Talent Circle?
I feel great. It's been a wonderful experience. We've recorded a few songs. We had so much fun, so I feel awesome.
Amazing. So you recorded some songs, and we can't wait to hear those songs anyways.
Actually, you guys, you're going to love it.
But before we get into all of that, into the whole performance and everything, let's get right into you. Let's put the spotlight into you, because ultimately, at the end of the day, the show is for you.
All right.
So yes, how did music start for you? How did music start?
Music started as far back as 2005 thereabouts. I was in the music. I was in the fellowship. Youth fellowship. Called Discovery Channel back then, and I used to be in the choir.
All right.
So I started singing in the choir. Of course, we musicians, or most singers, we always
start from
our journey from the choir.
That's true.
From there, I think I gained admission to, Delta State University. And while I was in school, joined a fellowship. And while I was in the fellowship right there, I joined the choir and became the music director.
Wow.
Came back to Lagos, met with my boss, Mr. David.
Wow, interesting.
my boss, Mr. David, who happened to sign me up on a record label at the time. So that was where music became real for me, because music had always been a religious thing, church. But when I got signed, I decided to take music more seriously.
Step further.
And from then, we've been doing music on different levels. I'm done music. Not just as a recording artist, I've also done music as a theater artist. What that means is I do Broadway style of music, where we are singing, dancing, and acting at the same time. And that has also exported, my art from Nigeria to other parts of the world as well. So,
wow, interesting. So did you study theater arts in school?
Yes, eventually I did. Lagos State University.
Yeah. Wow, okay. So we're just going to go for a quick break right now. And when we return, we'll get right back at the show. And of course, when we return, it's going to be Ralph right there on stage, performing some songs for us. Do not go anywhere. This is Talent Circle at Spy Studios. We're right back.
La 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 la, yeah. Whoa, 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 yeah. Check it. Arise, Africa. Arise, Africa. Arise, oh Africa. Arise, Africa. The time has come for you to be heard. It has come for you to be seen. So spread your wings and fly so high. Oh Africa, the time has come for you to be heard. It has come for you to be seen. So spread your wings and fly so high. Oh Africa, arise. Oh Africa, arise. Oh Africa, arise. Oh Africa, arise. Oh Africa. I love this part. Check it. Yeah, 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 mama. Africa. Oh, heal it, mama, heal it, heal it, heal it. So heal it, mama, heal it, heal it, heal it. So heal it, mama. Oh, Africa. Arise. Oh, Africa. Arise, oh Africa, oh arise, oh Africa, oh arise, oh Africa, arise, oh Africa. Nigeria rise, Uganda rise, oh yeah, Rwanda rise, hey, arise, oh, arise, oh Africa, arise, oh Africa. Arise, oh Africa, oh arise, oh Africa, arise, oh Africa.
Welcome back. This is still Talent Circle right here at Spy Studios. And yes, let's get right back into the show with Ralph Ojo. Okay, so that was a wonderful performance. Thank you so
very
much.
much.
Wow, that was really amazing.
Thank
Did you hear the sound of his voice? Like, seriously, you would melt. And I'm sure that a whole lot of people can attest to that.
Thank you.
Okay, so back to the questions. Let's get to know you a whole lot more better. Now, what genre of music would you say you do?
Well, so there's genre and there's a content. Yeah.
Okay, let's
So,
go to the genre
Genre,
first.
the genre of music, I do a lot of ballad and soul music, basically. And I'm a very flexible person too, because
Okay.
I'm an art person, so I can
Yes.
do I can touch different aspects of genre. But I think for me, I always put message in front of the genre.
Okay.
So and by message I mean I'm a humanist.
Okay.
And I also love God. So
Okay.
those are the two sides of me that you will see when I'm doing my music. I always think about the people and I always think about God. So when I do music, I'm thinking about giving hope to the world, doing music that inspires people, basically.
Okay.
So you can call it inspirational music.
Okay.
And then on the other side, you can call it gospel music. So that's
Okay,
those are
so
the
you
content.
do gospel inspirational music.
I don't want to call it that way because
Okay.
people they bastardized it. But if you want to put it that way,
that's
fine.
where I'm going to right now. So you do gospel music. Do you also belong to that school of thoughts that says if you do gospel music, if you do anything outside of gospel music, then you're deviating from gospel music, and there's a particular issue with that. Do you also belong to that school of thought?
So for a very long time, I've struggled with that school of thought. I've struggled with it for so long because, of course, I'm a child of God, and there is a part of me that knows that I've been called to serve,
Definitely.
and there is a part of me that also knows that aside from the four walls of the church, life also continues. And we are not only called to the four walls of the church as Christians, we are also called to outside of the world. You understand? Go ye into the world. That's what the Bible says. So what happens after Sunday? What happens on Monday with a difficult boss in the office? What happens in the difficult relationship?
Interesting
What kind of
question.
songs do you do? Are you going to be praising and singing worship all the time in your house when you're having difficult moments? So that is where inspirational music come in. That's where pure love songs actually come in, and that's where I find myself breaking that kind of status quo. I don't like to be limited.
into a
I'm
box,
a
put it into
theater
a
art
box.
person. I don't like to be limited. I like to do how I feel.
Creative, very creative.
Because the Spirit of God is
basically.
in me to create stuff. So the Spirit of God is inside of you. You cannot do wrong. So I hear God what he says I should do part time, and I follow through. I follow that step. That's basically what I do. So now, yes, that's what I'm doing now.
Wow, that's interesting. And yes, I also, find that really, really, that's a really deep thought. That's a really deep thought. Anyways, let's get right into other parts. So you were at the start of the show, you said you are signed to a record label.
Yes.
Are you still signed to the record label?
No.
Oh my God, I want to get into all of that, but I'm not going to get into that. But yeah, so are you looking towards being signed to a record label, or you just want to be an independent artist at the moment?
Well, it depends on the deal. It depends on the management. It depends on how. It depends on the deal for me.
Okay.
If it's because these days record labels, people just want to do record labels.
Okay.
And you have to also put the interest of the artists. It has to be really, really important. So
Okay.
for me, if I see a contract that doesn't favor me anymore, I at this stage in my life, I don't think I'm going to go into that.
Okay.
I'd rather just stay as an indie artist and do my thing.
Okay.
But that's not good to say I don't want record label. People should come.
Yes, sir. All right, let's talk about, in the course of some period, we've seen some artists in the Nigerian music scene, talking about their record label deals and all of that. What advice would you like to give that up-and-coming artist as regards, getting into the music scene, especially the Nigerian music scene itself?
Well, if you're an artist, you want to get into the music industry, a lot of things you need to do a lot of things, and there are different layers, and there's no one way to go about it. Some people, like I, was lucky enough to find a record label to start my journey with.
All right.
If you are in that stage right now, when you see a record label for the first time that is approaching you and saying they want to work with you, don't look at the contract. I don't think you should look at the contract. I think it's a starting ground for you. It's a starting point for you. I think that you should launch into it. You will learn so much from it. You will learn so much from yourself. You will expand. You will grow. You will get better. Whiskey did not start from where he was today.
That's
or where he
right.
is rather today. He started from somewhere. Back in W.
Yeah. EME Records. Yes.
EME. So Whiskey is who he is today, but he started from somewhere.
somewhere.
Two-Face Idibia was started from somewhere, but look at him. Is where he is today. We all start from somewhere. You get so. Do not look at the contract for me. I think if you are an upcoming artist, like I said, be willing to explore and do stuff. You get so, and again, not be one way enter market.
All right.
So you can also put out covers regularly, consistently, and who knows? This is we are living in the age and
Digital
time
world, yes.
of content creation. Keep hitting them back to back with with covers, and who knows who is going to see you and then would like to manage you in quote, not record label per se.
Okay. All right. So, do you have any role models as regards to the Nigerian music scene? Okay, let's not limit it to the Nigerian music scene alone. All over the world, who are those? Let's say 3 musicians that you think would serve as role models for you, that inspired you, growing up and everything till now.
My music journey and the taste has grown very wide over time.
Okay.
And that's because I pick from everywhere.
All right.
As I grew up, but I remember actually listening in lots to Boys to Men when I grew up. Yeah, when I was growing up, I was listening to music. I listened a lot to Boys to Men. I listened a lot to Brian McKnight. I started listening to Joe.
Oh, okay, just like your name.
Yeah,
why would you listen to Joe? Come on.
I mean, Joe's voice is very smooth, and Joe defined R&B for me. So I listened to a lot to Joe, and here in Nigeria, I think I respect a few people as well. I respect Kobam Sasuko, who's doing music really, really well. And Johnny Jewel is following that step as well. I also respect people that are also behind the skin that you do not see. That's Bennett Ugbewe, the renowned music director,
That's right.
Project Fame. So I respect quite a lot of people. And Nigerian music has also changed. There was a time where we were not, if you did Afro music, they would say that you didn't know how to sing. But today you can't say that to people anyway, because music has changed. We've exported that as an art to different parts of the world now. Afro music is also doing so great. So Afro music is good. Afro musicians are good, but I'm inspired by a different kind of sound.
All right. So Kobam's in Nigeria, Brian McKnight, Joe, Boys to Men as well. Okay. Anyways, this question, you can't escape this one. What spices up your life? What exactly, when you look back and you think about it really well, What sweetens your life? What spices up your life? You know we are Spice Studios, so yes.
This is Spice Studio.
What
All right.
spices
So
up
number
your
one
life?
thing that spices up my life is God.
Okay.
You know, if God is not there,
Not sweet.
yeah, he's not sweet too.
Okay.
I can't imagine having all the money in this world and not having God. Wow, wow. And then the number two thing is music. Music for me, I don't know what I would have done without music, man. You see, we just created music here today. Like we're just having fun. Me and my main man, Samuel Tom, Light Child. When he brings out his guitar and starts to play it,
you just flow.
something begins to happen. So
Wow.
for me, music is life for me. Right, that's what spices up my life. God, music.
And music. Okay, so my fun question. Ta-da!
Ta-da.
Okay, so what's the best birthday gift anyone could ever give to you? What's the best birthday gift that anyone could ever give to you?
I don't know. I think the person that wants to give me a birthday gift is listening right now. Guys,
Okay.
I would like to record a full album.
Okay. That's like the best birthday gift that anyone could ever give to you.
Good.
Wow.
Right? Yes.
Okay,
I want to record a full album.
you just
Put
spoke it
there.
out into the universe. Who can tell? Never can tell, the wish might just, come back right at you.
Come on, somebody, anybody.
All right. So before you go, Ralph Ojo,
All right.
we'll need you to do something for us at Spice Studios. Just do like a freestyle, using the word Spice Studios. Do a freestyle for us, just do something because we know you have the melody inside of you. So just do something, a freestyle for us.
Spice Studio. Yeah. Spice Studio. Yeah.
Thank you so much,
Right.
Ralph Ojo. And
Thank you.
this is that part where, we always like to avoid, but we can't help it. This is that time that we have to get out of the studio. Thank you so much for being a part of Talent Circle for today. My name is Glory Igoma Ichafe. Don't forget to always follow us across all social media platforms. We are at Spy Studios across all social media platforms on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, as well as on YouTube. Until next time when we come your way again, this is Talent Circle.
Oh, yeah. I don't know waiting to make you cry. I don't ask, but still no reply. Wipe your tears, oh, take it cool and easy, oh, because a better day go come. You say, I no go understand. Remember, say, Papa God will get him plan. Open your eyes, oh, delay is not denial, oh. A blessing that you could not so. If he hard today, it goes up tomorrow. Don't let it worry, fill your heart with sorrow. Cause after the rain, the sunshine go follow. One day your pain will be a memory, and your fears will all be gone. My dear, your life is so amazing. Some people they wish say that them get your blessing. Baby smile, oh, world will never end, oh, and may your troubles fade away. Oh, if it's hard today, it goes up tomorrow. Don't let it worry, feel your heart to sorrow. The sunshine will follow. Oh yeah, and your pain will be a memory. Yeah. Your fears will all be gone. If it's hard today, it goes up tomorrow. No let it worry, fill your heart with sorrow. Hey. Your pain will be a memory. Yes, your fears will all be gone. Your fears will all be. Your pain will all be. Your worry will all be gone. Your pain will be a memory, and your fears will all be. be gone. My brother. If he hot today, my sister, he goes soft tomorrow. No let to worry, fill your heart with sorrow. Cause after the rain, a sunshine gon' follow. Will be a memory, and your fears will all be gone.
So we'll come back now. We'll get into the other questions now.
The relationship question, Abby.
No, we'll start from, what genre of music? Genre of music.
What is your leading? I don't know.
We will get there. Oh, look at you.
All right. Let's do it.